Ordinance number 2015-04, an ordinance amending section 45225 of the codified ordinances regarding municipal towing contracts and rates in the city of Maple Heights and declaring an emergency.
May I have a motion to suspend the rules and place this ordinance on its third and final reading?
So moved.
Is there any discussion? Call the roll to suspend, please.
Trojansky?
Yes.
AGEE?
Yes.
Adams?
Yes.
Jones?
Yes.
CEFARATTI?
Yes.
You say yes?
Yes.
Jackson?
Yes.
Brownlee?
No.
May I have a motion for adoption, please?
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Go ahead, Mr. Brownlee.
It's a good idea that we are adjusting this, updating it. It appears to be severely outdated, so it's a good thing we're doing this. I have one suggestion, and therefore I would move to amend this in section B under municipal towing contracts. In section B, it says city-owned vehicles shall be towed at no cost. This is something I believe that should be worked out through the bidding process and not stated in our codified ordinances, because this could then be construed to mean that all vehicles, even the large vehicles, snow plows, fire trucks, would be required to be towed. And since that doesn't appear to be our intention, I would amend this to strike out that line, or that sentence. It says city-owned vehicles shall be towed at no cost.
Is there a second for Mr. Brownlee's motion, please?
I second that.
One second, please. This is a motion to strike out the words in section B, that there shall be no free towing. Adams?
Yes.
Jones? This is the motion to amend. CEFARATTI?
Yes.
Jackson?
Yes.
Brownlee?
Yes.
Trojansky?
Yes.
AGEE?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Call the roll for adoption, please.
This
As
is a,
amended, Madam Chair, as amended.
As amended, I'm sorry.
yes, this ordinance is as amended. Adoption, Trojansky?
Yes.
AGEE?
Yes.
Adams?
Yes.
Jones?
Yes.
CEFARATTI?
Yes.
Jackson?
Yes.
Brownlee?
Yes.
Passed 7-0.
Please turn to your expenditures over $1,000, 2015-1 through 2015-08. May I have a motion, please, to approve?
So moved.
Second. Call the roll, please.
Trojansky?
Yes.
AGEE?
Yes.
Adams?
Yes.
Jones?
Yes.
CEFARATTI?
Present.
Jackson?
Yes.
Brownlee?
Present.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Mayor's report, please.
No report.
Move to the council reports with Councilman Trojanski, District 6.
Good evening. At the last council meeting, I talked about the Workforce 360 Ohio Guidestones Workforce Development Program that helps young adults and adults become confident not only for their professional setting, but empowers them to strengthen their personal lives as well. So over the past few weeks, I've had meetings with them, and we've learned that the county each year gives them contracts, and so for this current contract for 2014-2015, they were allocated 75 youth to enroll in the program, and currently the program is halfway full. So rather than have the outreach event in March, I just suggested we have it in late spring, because the next session for the 2015 contract will begin in July. And so with Ohio Guidestone, I'll have an outreach event on Monday, June 1st at the Maple Heights Library in Meeting Room 2. Ohio Guidestone will be there to give a presentation, as well as we'll have staff available to register applicants for this program. So that'll be, again, Monday, June 1st, and meeting room number 2 from 7 o'clock until 8 o'clock. The other thing that I'm working on, I'm currently working in partnership with ESOP, which is a non-for-profit organization headquartered here in Cleveland, to create a home buyer education program for Maple Heights. This program is targeting neighborhoods that have high rates of rental properties and trying to encourage those renters to become homeowners. So I'm working with them. I have a few more meetings with them. And so as that information becomes available, I'll release an outreach date for that program as well. And with that, I conclude my report.
Thank you. Councilwoman AGEE District 7.
Good evening. On Thursday, February the 19th, I will be having a roundtable discussion with the Maple Heights High School seniors. One of my guest speakers will be an officer from the Maple Heights Police Department. He will explain to the students how the laws change once he or she become an adult. District 7 Block Watch meetings will start back up in March. Update on Southgate. That's Clothing Store will return to Southgate in the same location. Route 21 Clothing Store will be joining Southgate. End of report.
Thank you. Councilman Adams, District 1.
Again, District 1 is doing pretty good. I had a few phone calls praising the mayor and city service workers on keeping the roads clear. I had a number of phone calls, as you, sir. And it's been ongoing since I've been constable. Garbage out early, cans laying around. It's constant. What you do about it, I don't know. We can't enforce it. We don't have the manpower. I go knocking on doors, keep telling them to tell them. People moving in, people moving out. And I'm sorry you hear these disagreements that we're having here. Things used to be so good on council. You hear some of the things what some people think, and they're entitled to their opinion. They can accuse. I'd like to see Mr. Brownlee bring some evidence. That's what I'd like to see. But he's entitled to his opinion, and it's for you out there to digest. We all, 7 of us, have our own means of checking with the finance department, service department, senior center, with the mayor, and the legal department. We can email or call and request and get the information. I've never had any problems, and I believe and trust what I get. We know what happened before on the wage fund, but we'll never know why. But ain't no one on this council or in this city administration has ever stolen a dime. Nobody's getting rich, that's for sure. So when someone makes a statement, including me, and Tony or anybody else, don't take it for a fact. Check it out. Thanks for coming tonight, and God bless you all. End of report.
Thank you. Councilwoman Jones, District 3.
Good evening,
Two.
everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you 2? You're 2. I'm 2.
But I had 2 microphones too. Good evening, everybody. The only thing I have to report is last week I went to a meeting from the First Suburbs Consortium and it was a meeting in regards to updating a code enforcement system to be county-wide via the cloud, and to be able to streamline information that is public information through the auditor's site, the recorder's site, the sheriff's sales, and to use it as a better tool, because there are some municipalities that don't have the capacity to do that type of research. They are applying for a grant to see if by chance this could work out through a database that's already been established through Case Western Reserve University and has been used in the city of Cleveland with their code enforcement efforts. And that's the end of my report.
Thank you, Tony. Councilman CEFARATTI, District 3.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you.
Councilman Jackson, District 4.
Hello, everybody, this evening. First, I'd like to thank Mr. Jefferson. Is it Jefferson? Thompson, I'm sorry. For his diligence in going over and complaining about an assessment fee that was on his taxes. Just like you to know, because of your diligence has led to us having something in place to help other people. Because I've had a couple people call me with the same problem. So they were greatly benefited by you bringing it up and having people look at it first. So thank you for that. This is something I very don't like to do, but every now and then something just kind of rubs me the wrong way. And this is one of those nights that I got rubbed the wrong way. When it comes to the resolution about celebrating Rosa Parks. And this is something else I hate to do too. I hate to go back and talk about something that happened in the past, but about a year ago this time, there was a resolution put forth about resolution about MS awareness, and that was voted 6-1, and somebody again voted against that, and I take great offense at that, seeing that I'm a person with MS. Then something else is very close to my heart, the civil rights movement, and about Rosa Parks Day. We just got admonished about not reading, but in the resolution, one of the whereas is that Rosa Parks was born on February 4th. Well, the question was asked why February 4th was picked. So I guess that must have been overlooked by somebody who sure didn't read this, else they would have saw it. And one of the whereas I think is, I want to read to you, it's not too long, but maybe it might help people understand why this resolution is a good thing. Whereas Rosa Parks was arrested on December 1st, 1955 for refusing to give up her seat to a white passenger in Montgomery, Alabama bus. This action ignited the Montgomery boycott and resulted in thousands of African Americans boycotting the Montgomery bus system for more than a year. This boycott continued until the bus segregation laws were changed in December 21, 1956, after the United States Supreme Court ruled on November 13, 1956, that the Montgomery segregation laws were unconstitutional. This was a great turning point in the fight for civil rights. Rosa Parks was also awarded the Congressional Gold Medal, the highest civilian honor in the United States, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. If this person doesn't deserve a proclamation for a day to be named on her, I don't know who does. So maybe again, some reading of history can be done and understand why some of these things are put forth in the report.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson. Councilman Brownlee, District 5.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Councilman Jackson just took us back a year. Said, a year ago, roughly a year ago. It's ironic, I also planned to go back a year ago as well. Almost exactly a year ago, on February 5th, it was of last year. This council, a year ago now, remember, a year ago, this council had a burst of confusion. It was as though a dark cloud descended on this body, and no one knew what to do, where to turn, what side was up. And you know what caused that confusion? Once again, a very little thing, very simple thing. I attempted to refer something to committee. It's about as basic as it gets. And when I moved to do so, the wheels came off. They literally came off. That was a year ago. And you saw the wheels come off, what, 15 minutes ago? An entire year has transpired. And members of this council are still completely ignorant of the rules that govern this body, except when they want to quote them to try to stop somebody they don't like. Then they want to act like they're experts. This is the problem in our city. A year ago as well, a little more than a year ago, it was the middle of January of 2014. It was my first council meeting. Pretty excited, as I think most of us were. And we went upstairs to the caucus. I'm not sure if you're aware, you probably are, but there's a caucus prior to the regular meeting of council. It occurs at 6:30, and that's where you'll hear most of the discussion about the things that were presented at 7 o'clock. Well, it was at that meeting that I asked my first question. Very simple question. I can't remember what it was, but I remember it was very simple, basic. And you should have seen the look of disgust from members of council that question would be asked. I can't explain it myself. But that wasn't the end of it. That would have been bad enough. A few moments later, after asking another question, the mayor of our great city decided that he was going to try to intimidate me. In one of the crassest, most basest, even illegal of ways, by disclosing my private income tax information, which he had unlawfully gained in the first place. Turns out that this
I don't know, this is not...
Turns out that this is a practice. This is a practice in our city, in this administration. How would you like it if you were to come up to this podium, give your name and address, and then, who knows, maybe someone might check up on you? How would you like that? Would you feel respected as an individual? As a member of this community? No. That's why there's a law against that. On the 12th of this month, a little bit less than a year after that event, I filed a lawsuit against certain administration and city officials for violating the rights, not just my rights, but the rights of our entire community, even stooping to the level of breaking the law.
Mr. Brownlee, that is your private business, apparently.
Madam Chair, this is directly related to the city.
It's an ongoing, and why are you discussing it?
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Please continue with the report, Mr. Brownlee.
It would be simple to clear up a lot of these problems if we'd merely educate ourselves. Read our charter, read our codified ordinances, read the ORC, read the Ohio Constitution, and even, you know what, for kicks, the federal Constitution. And find out what the rights of individuals are. Not simply use rules and laws to debase people, to attack them, but maybe use those laws and rules to protect people and to ensure they're treated with dignity This city is in a shambles. Why? Because of lawlessness. That's why. No external force has drug us to our knees. I'd like to take a moment to explain a little of what happened just 15, 20 minutes ago.
Mr. Brownlee, is this a report?
Madam Chair, of course it is.
It's about District 5.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's about this council. I think this is important. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
This is not a report, Mr. Brownlee.
Madam
Put
Chair,
it on your website.
please. A point of order. Let me quote for you, since some may not want to
May I have a motion
acknowledge.
to adjourn this meeting, please?
See, there they go.
Second?
Madam Chair,
Second?
Madam Chair, you're only proving my point.
Call the roll,
This isn't
please.
gaining you anything.
Trojansky,
Yes.
AGEE,
Yes.
Adams,
Yes.
Jones, CEFARATTI,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Brownlee. Motion passed.
No.
And thank you for listening to all of this. We've been called ignorant, we've been called stupid, we've been called incompetent. Unfortunately, I'm sorry you have to do this. Good night, all.